Good afternoon, Year 2, and welcome to our PSHE lesson. It's lesson 6 of our Celebrating Difference unit, and we're going to be building on all the things we were doing in class and all the things we've been talking about on Friday afternoons. So I'm about to share my screen, and let's have a look at what we're going to do today. Let's go back a little bit. Okay, so our question that we're going to be asking this afternoon is, how are we all different? So pause the screen, have a little bit of thinking time about some of the things that make us all different at school, all of us. Right, so how are we all different? So this afternoon, we're going to be understanding that how we are different is what makes us special. If we were all the same, it'd be really, really boring and it wouldn't be exciting at all. And our vocabulary that we are learning this afternoon is we are going to be looking at friends, so the people that we really get on well with and we really enjoy being with and things like that. Special, so what makes us stand out and what makes us exciting and different from the others. Unique, which means what makes us not the same to other people. Different, so things that aren't the same about us. Similarities, which means the things that are the same. And value, and that means things that you really like and the things you really think about. And I know lots of people that are different from me, but I really value how they're different and I really value those things about them, even though they're not quite the same as me. Right, let's have a look at what I mean this afternoon. So the first thing I'd like you to do to connect and to start thinking about differences is on one side of this screen, I've got some words, and on the other side, I've got some words that are the opposite to the ones on the other side. So I would like you to pause the video and match them together, reading the ones on this side and the ones on the other side. Off you go. Fantastic. Now I want you to, in a moment, I want you to think of what other opposite words you know. So what word can you think of and what's the opposite of it? Pause the screen and write them down. Okay, wonderful. And remember, take photographs, take some pictures of these different types of words and the work you're doing and send them over to us at year2@thepalmeracademy.com, and we can't wait to see all the great work you're doing at home. Right, let's move on. So now, like we do in our PSHE lessons, we're going to do some carving. So just sit down where you're working and look at these pictures, okay? And remind me of really sunny autumn days. And today when I'm recording this, it's a really grey, miserable day. But look at these pictures and just let your mind drift off and forget about all the things you're thinking about and just focus on your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Close your eyes if you want to, or keep them open, and then just stay like that for a few moments so you're ready to start our PSHE lesson. Okay. If you want to pause it, do a little bit longer, that's fine. And if you're ready to move on, open your eyes and let's move on to today's lesson. So, last week we were reading the story of Willie and Hugh by Anthony Brown, and it was a story all about friendship and all about how being different doesn't actually affect your friendship, and being different sometimes is really good in a friendship. So I'm going to stop sharing this now and I'm going to share with you the story. So snuggle up, sit down and listen to the story that I'm going to read to you now. Hang on one moment. Okay. Willie and Hugh by Anthony Brown. Willie was lonely. What does lonely mean? All by yourself. Everyone seemed to have friends. Everyone except Willie. Look, you can see in this picture, people going to a football match, having a picnic, sunbathing. Even the dogs have got friends, playing football, gymnastics, dancing, even the cats. But he was all by himself and he had no friends and he was feeling very lonely. Because some people like being by themselves, you see, but he didn't like being by himself, so that's why he was feeling lonely. No one let him join in any games. They all said he was useless. Now remember, we have a less word. That means that there isn't much of it. So it was useless. He had no use. He was no use in the games. Nothing, no help. Couldn't help them. He was useless at them. Rubbish. Not very nice, is it? How could we help somebody if they weren't very good at a game? What would you do? These are the people that were saying it to him. One day, Willie was walking home when he saw this other friend, and he went smack into him. "Oh, I'm so sorry," said Hugh. That was the friend. Willie was amazed. "But I'm sorry," he said. "I wasn't watching where I was going." No, it was my fault," said Hugh. "I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm sorry." Hugh helped Willie to his feet. It's kind, wasn't it? That was a nice thing to do. There we go. They sat down on the bench and watched the joggers. Do you know what joggers are? They're runners. That's what Miss Drews should be doing. She should be getting back to her Saturday morning jogging, but she hasn't done it for a long time. "Looks like they're really enjoying themselves," said Hugh. Willie laughed. Here they are, all the joggers. And here are Hugh and Willie watching the joggers go by. Buster Nose appeared. "I've been looking for you, you little wimp," he sneered. What does sneered mean? Like he's doing it in a really nasty way, like sneering, really horrible, not nice, polite way. A little wimp. How horrible. Not nice at all. What do you think's going to happen next? What do you think Hugh's going to do when he sees him saying this to Willie? Let's find out. Hugh stood up. "Can I be of any help?" he asked. Buster left very quickly. Why do you think he ran away so quickly? How do you think he was feeling when Hugh stood up? Then they went to the library and Willie read to Hugh. He loved the story. So see, they're helping each other. So Willie is really good at reading. So he's reading these stories to Hugh and making Hugh laugh and feel really brilliant. And Hugh is a really strong person who stood up to the bullies and stopped Willie from getting hurt or feeling scared or intimidated by the different bullies. So they're helping each other out in different ways. As they were leaving the library, Hugh suddenly stopped. He had seen a terrifying creature. Who else is scared of spiders? I know if Miss Jones is watching, she would not like to see this spider. "Can I be of help?" said Willie, and he carefully moved the spider out of the way. See? Helping each other. Willie was great. Willie was scared of Buster Nose, and then Hugh was scared of the spider. So they're helping each other in different situations where they feel worried. They're different, but it's helping each other. Willie felt quite pleased with himself. "Shall we meet up tomorrow?" asked Hugh. "Yes, that would be great," said Willie. And it was. Look, they're even starting now to wear the same clothes. So Willie and Hugh decided to go to the zoo. And that is the end of the story. So I'm going to stop sharing and we're going to have a little talk about this. So, we have just been listening to that story and we found there were lots of things that were different about Willie and Hugh, but lots of the things that were the same. So I found this example of somebody that had a go at looking at the differences between Willie and Hugh and putting them in these circles, and then the things that were the same about them. So they were both apologetic, which means they both were saying sorry a lot. I make that a bit bigger, I'm not sure you can see it. They both were apologetic. Willie was small and Hugh was big. Willie was lonely and scared of the bullies, but Hugh was scared of the spiders. They helped each other out. Willie was able to read, and so he read to Hugh. But they were both helpful, they both liked to laugh, and at the end they were both wearing the same clothes. So in this Venn diagram, like we've done in history, in this side of your Venn diagram, you're going to write all the things that you that were different about Willie to Hugh. And in this side, you're going to write all the things about Hugh that were different to Willie. And then in the middle, you're going to write the things that are the same about them. Okay, so on this, so draw on your pages 2 big circles, but make them overlap, so there's a middle bit. And then you're going to have a go at writing in this box things about Willie that are different, things about Hugh that are different, and things that are the same in the middle. Pause the video now and have a go at that. And remember, send them to us, year2@thepalmeracademy.com. Okay, fantastic. I hope you've had a really good go at some of those Venn diagrams and have got some really lovely ideas of what was different and then what in the middle was the same. So, we don't have to be the same to be friends. Willie and Hugh prove that. And if you look around our school and if you look at your family and their friends and you go anywhere, you'll see that not everybody is the same and not everybody has the same personality, the same likes, they don't look the same. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be the same to be friends. And I was thinking about me and Mr. Gardner. We're very good friends. We work really hard together. But I like running and he likes football. I am short and he is tall. So I was thinking about the things that make us different, but it doesn't matter because we're still friends. So I would like you now to have a go at drawing a table like this, or just drawing a line down the middle of your page, putting yourself on one side and your friend on the other side. It can be a friend that you've got in school or a friend outside of school. And then I'd like you to write things that you like and then on things that are different about you and the things that are different about them. It can be what you like, what you look like. It can be what your character's like. So it might be that you are really loud and your friend is really quiet, or it might be that you like to go and play with a big group of people. Meanwhile, your friend might just like to play with one person. And have a little go at doing this with your friend for a few moments, okay? And then again, send them to us. Okay, and when you have finished that, just have a little read over those things and check for your spelling as well. Make sure you're using your sounds and you're spelling the words properly as well. We do it every lesson. Okay, let's move on. So the final part of the lesson that you're going to do today is you're going to create a trophy for a friend, and you can bring it into school when we're back at school and give it to your friend if it's a friend at school, or if it's a friend at home, maybe you want to post it or deliver it to their house when you can and stuff like that. So you're going to draw a trophy, exactly the same one as mine, okay, and then you're going to have a go at writing doing 4 different things inside the trophy for them to have and enjoy. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to draw a little picture of your friend. Okay, so make them look as wonderful as possible and use the colour of their hair and what kind of clothes they like to wear and things like that. Number 2, we're going to write down something about your friend which is different to you. So like Mr. Gardner, I put he likes football and he is tall. Okay, then you're going to write down something about your friend which is the same as you. So Mr. Gardner and I both like watching Strictly Come Dancing, or we both love teaching. And then the last thing, you're going to value your friend because, and think of something about them that you really like. So I value Mr. Gardner because he's always hard working and always tries his best every single day at work. So pause the video now and have a go at creating your own trophy. Right, and that is the end of our lesson today. So well done. And thank you very much for listening. And remember to send any of your work to year2@thepalmeracademy.com.